2-0 down in 10 minutes, both goals just handed to Spurs. Anthony Taylor as the referee. That win felt massive, completely deserved, totally dominant. Oh man, that felt good. It's a win where teams are firmly put on notice. You don't want to get too ahead of yourselves, but 15 games in, Liverpool at the top, inside Enzo Maresca showing just how good a coach he is with excellent players at his disposal. Barring the two instances where Cuckoo did slip and the goals were let in, which in very poor fashion, I thought the way we kept the ball, progressed it, and made inroads was real quality at times. And speaking of real quality, that Jadon Sancho goal, magnificent finish outside the box, just brilliant. It was so precise, hits the post, and it's the kind of goal that just lifts the players and the fans where you thought the game is now there for the taking. But it was not perfect by any means. I mean, Sar could have made it three. That header off the corner, crashing onto the crossbar. But at halftime, it's 2-1. The game was very much open, very much there for the taking. You saw Romeo Lavia being taken off at halftime, and Maresca said that we'd rather give him just 45 minutes rather than risk him losing for 4 to 5 games. And I could not agree more. It was under the radar when Chelsea were trailing the game. It was a difficult moment. Romeo Lavia showed everything and more in terms of technical quality at that number 6, that press resistance, receiving on the turn and playing those angle passes to break lines. It's just masterful, and his age, the ceiling is very, very high for him. Between him and Enzo in that first half, they didn't give the ball away once, which was so good to see that Chelsea, even though they were trailing, were playing with real courage and bravery. And at halftime, that one change gave Ange so many more problems and headaches to solve in that second half, which we simply could not do. Malo Gusto came in for Romeo Lavia and slotted in as that right-sided centre half, moving Badiashile on the left, who, let's face it, was having a nightmare in that first half. He had to step in for Fofana, and let's be honest, that no real improvement in the second. That is something I would like to table for later. I still believe in Badiashile. He's got qualities, but these are performances where you can lose the trust of the manager. It was a very, very tough evening for him. And the third domino effect of that Malo Gusto sub was bringing in Moises Caicedo in the middle. And that's the game changer. Caicedo's versatility is so crazy that it means that he can be almost sacrificed by playing as an inverted right back. But let's make no mistake about it. He is irreplaceable. First name on the team sheet. It's as simple as that. He's just brilliant. And then the equalizer was coming. It was just a matter of when, but the manner of it. As a Chelsea fan, thank you, Yves Bissouma. That was the best possible outcome, short of kicking the ball into your own net. But what was that tackle? I mean, just take yourself through Ange Postecoglou's mind. 15 minutes into the second half, Chelsea all over you. You're trying to protect a goal, and your experienced centre midfielder does that. That slight tackle on Caicedo, to say that it was unnecessary is the grossest of understatements. It is unacceptable because what Palmer's slotting that pen did was give all the momentum to us, all the belief that the game would be ours, and it was. That's how poor a decision that was from Yves Bissouma. Spurs were just reacting, they were just trying to cover spaces. Chelsea were moving the ball very swiftly in a very mature fashion. They couldn't play, but they did have the clearest of chances to take the lead. A long pump forward, there was a confusion for offside. It's a moment that Pedro Neto would have hoped that the ground would have swallowed him if that went pear-shaped, because he stops in anticipation of the offside flag. The flag doesn't come, and Son runs through one-on-one. And that was an awful finish. It was so far off target. With Son, the captain, you expect him to step up in this moment where your team needs you. You're on the ropes. And it's one of those moments where you just think that, yeah, you know what, this is our day. And that third goal just gave me immense joy. I mean, the entire sequence of it, Enzo, Sancho, and Caicedo were just brilliant on the night, just keeping the ball. Then it was Palmer weaving past 3 or 4 players in the box, and that weak foot finish off a spinning ball by Enzo just cuts across it. And his turnaround in form has been sublime. And this game was what Enzo and what we needed him to show. That performance was complete. He did not really need a goal to highlight his game, but man, what a highlight that was. Everything about it, even the celebration, the pointing of the badge, that was just brilliant, man. And the cushion, well, it was just handed to us when Sar fouled Palmer. Look, it's not as bad as Bissouma's but when both your centre mates concede pointless penalties, as a manager, you just want to rage quit. Why rage quit? Anyone who's played FIFA will relate, because Palmer's Panenka, that pen so beautifully. I mean, it's so disrespectful, but it's just so good. The points were in the bag, but we did concede a needless goal at the end. But this fixture just warrants a crazy scoreline. I mean, both teams just want to play on the front foot, go gung ho. Scoreline is tending to be very, very crazy when these two teams play. But Maresca, man, he is ticking all the boxes and bringing that mentality under adversity, and the likes of Cucurella just highlights that. You saw that he made two mistakes, but he never shirked away, never shied away, still played like he intended to. It was just brilliant, and it's just been what Chelsea have been all throughout the season so far. But as for Ange, he is going through it like all the managers do at Tottenham. I admire Ange's playing style from a distance and the way he articulates himself, but from the inside, something is broken. I mean, they're in 11th, 7 losses already this season. Last night, Ange took a big gamble, man, and it backfired spectacularly. I felt that he felt that his job was in danger, so he risked Romero and Van de Ven. Romero lasted just 10 minutes. Van de Ven pulled up early in the second half, and you concede 4 after all that. And it's just 1 win in 5 for Ange. He's in real trouble.